Here's a quick color comparison of these yellow Jordan 1 highs. I'm wearing the Pollens. Here's the new yellow Ochre, and there's the Ochres compared to the Taxis. You can tell the Taxis are a lot brighter than the other two. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. I'm recording this on the day that the yellow Ochre Jordan 1 high dropped. Obviously, I had to grab a pair being a Steelers fan, and the Jordan 1 high is my favorite silhouette. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about these, but I think they're fire. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Jordan 1 highs in the yellow Ochre colorway. I think like 2 weeks ago I was complaining that we didn't have snow yet and just saying that it didn't feel like winter. Well, it really feels like winter here. I've spent many hours shoveling, and too, I've got a cold, and so now I'm already thinking like, man, I'm looking forward to spring. But this ain't a weather channel. Starting with the box, we can see that it matches the shoes. I always like that. Seems like they've been doing that for a minute now, and I hope they keep on doing it. But we've got the Nike branding in that yellow Ochre color, and it looks like the background is like a sail, but I think it looks nice. The tag reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. The colors are yellow Ochre, black, and sail. I got these in a size 10.5. I reserved my pair at my local Finish line. I think retail price on these was $180 US, but I had a $20 status reward in my wallet, so I used that, and all in I think I paid about $169. All right, and here they are, the yellow Ochre Jordan 1 high. I love this color blocking. The first thing that it makes me think of isn't necessarily the Chicago color blocking, but it really reminds me of those university blue Jordan 1 highs from maybe 2021. I forget what year they came out. I should have grabbed them. I still have a pair. But the reason they remind me of that is because all the overlays are a really nice nubuck, but actually I think these have better materials than what those university blue Jordan 1 highs do, and I was really surprised by how premium these things feel and look in hand. I think they're a beautiful shoe. Obviously, you can tell by my outfit, I'm a big Pittsburgh fan for baseball, football, even hockey whenever I feel like getting into it. Obviously, this was a colorway that I was going to grab. I do have the Pollens. My wife has the Pollens. I have the Taxis. But even though I have those shoes, I always like picking up a pair in a silhouette and a colorway that I can wear with some team gear. So I really love these, and the quality is just phenomenal on this pair. Another thing that I noticed right away was the shape of that toe box, and a lot of people might not be concerned with that, but look at how nice the front of that toe box is on that shoe. And both of the shoes are completely uniform. They both have the exact same shape, but instead of coming straight up or even going out further than what the midsole is, because I have some pairs that do that, it starts with a very nice slope in the front, and it gives you a much better look from the top down. It just looks much more pleasing to the eye to me, and it's a lot more like the 85 cuts are, just that nice rounded gradual slope coming back. And this is a perfect example. You can see how the front of it is a real dramatic, it's like a 90-degree angle. It might even come out a little bit further than what the midsole does on this pair. And when you look from the top down, you can barely see the very front of this mudguard on the Taxis. But when you look from the top down at this Ochre pair, you can see a lot more color of the mudguard, and I just think that is so much more pleasing whenever you're wearing them and you're looking down at them, or for anybody that sees them on feet as well. I just think it looks really nice. So well done on the shape of these. I think these are gorgeous. I knew I was grabbing these simply based on the colorway and the fact that it's my favorite retro Jordan silhouette. But on top of that, the materials are really surprising. It's a clean pair. I don't have any QC issues with mine, but this overlay of the Ochre is a very premium feeling nubuck, And then we also get a really, really nice nubuck for that black material up by the collar. And I just really wasn't expecting to be wowed like this, but I'm telling you, these things are made very well. The base leather does have a lot of texture, and one thing I like about these is that the texture looks natural. It doesn't look like a real over-the-top fake tumble on it. And that's one thing that I prefer to these over those University Blue Jordan 1 highs from a couple years ago too. I felt like they did too much tumble on those University Blue ones, but this is just a much more natural looking texture for that base material, and I think that's a really good call on the Jordan brand as well. But getting into the review, we've got a yellow ochre outsole. This color is very close to the Paulins. It's not as bright as the Taxis, but it does kind of have more of a mustard yellow color to it, or else like a brown or tannish tint mixed in with it. I really like it. I think it looks really nice, but we have the same Jordan 1 tread pattern that we always get. Pivot point in the front, Nike branding at the midfoot. We've all seen it about 1,000,000 times. Then as we come up, we can see that we've got a sail colored midsole with sail stitching. And I really think that that was a good call as well, to go with the sail color as opposed to a bright white. I just think these things have a real classy look. It doesn't look like it's pre-aged or anything like that. It does look like a brand new shoe, but it's just got a real nice tint to it, and I think it complements that yellow ochre color and black very nicely. As we come to the upper, we see this really nice nubuck for the overlays on the mudguard. Going up the eye stays, we have it wrapping around the back on the heel and then up on the collar. Of course, we have that Wings logo stamped in here, and once again this logo is kind of like raised up as opposed to just being pressed in, so that does remind me of the 85 cut as well. You can see on certain areas of that ochre nubuck that it's got real nice ripples in it, and I'm telling you, it just feels really premium. I love it. For the base, we have a sail colored leather. We can see that here on the toe box. It does have some nice texture. It's got all those perforations like we're used to getting on Jordan 1s. This material doesn't feel super soft or anything. It does feel a little bit heavier and a little bit more stiff. It might take a minute to break in, but I think it is a very premium material, and I think once you wear these a couple of times, this stuff will just get crazy soft on the side and on the toe box. The only area of this shoe that doesn't seem premium is the swoosh. That has a really synthetic feel. I wish they would have used that same premium black nubuck that we have up here around the collar for the swoosh. I don't know why they skimp out on that. I mean, I know that it's to save money, but I just feel like that would be a way to elevate these shoes another level, is just give us a premium nubuck for the swoosh instead of this synthetic looking feeling black fake leather. The tongue is a standard Jordan 1 tongue, nothing out of the ordinary there. The tint of that kind of goes along with the leather that they used on the upper of the shoe. It came with flat black laces already started in the bottom eyelets, and they also gave us a spare of white, or maybe that's off-white. It looks like it matches the shoes, so maybe these are off-white laces. We've got white piping on the border of the tongue, and it looks like our tag is that yellow ochre color with black Nike Air branding. And we've got a black sock liner with a yellow ochre insole, and that's got black Nike Air branding on it as well. But that was a pretty quick look at these. Obviously, I was going to grab them just because I'm so crazy about the Steelers, and I'm not even going to lie, I grab most Jordan 1 highs. I just love them. Maybe I'll put up a picture, but I realized the other day I have way too many in the collection. But that being said, the Jordan 1 high is one of my most worn favorite silhouettes, so I might as well stock up now while they're easy to get and affordable. I am freezing my tail off out here, and I'm having to talk in between these wind gusts, so I'm going to get my butt inside where it's nice and warm. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think about these, and I'll catch you on the next one. Let's go Steelers.